Hey guys! Well, I just got back from seeing the Batman movie, and it is incredible. I don't want to give out any spoilers. I'm actually going to save that when I do my next video where I'll do an Easter egg breakdown and a spoiler review. So right now, I just want to do my thoughts on what the Batman is like. So I'm going to give my thoughts about the movie, and it was great. And Rotten Tomatoes actually ranked it close between like an 87 to 94%. So it's actually up there for a movie that hasn't even come out just yet. And so it's coming out this Friday, but I actually got the exclusive fan ticket to see it early, and it was great. The audience was jam-packed too, and by the end of the movie, everyone was clapping, and I heard one guy said, "That was awesome. That was a great movie," and everybody was talking about how great the movie is. So you guys are definitely in for a treat as well. So it was definitely great. I will say this, there's one exciting moment that takes place almost close to the end of the movie, and I'm gonna leave it at that because the more I talk about it, I'm gonna give a spoiler, and I don't want to do that. And I'm actually always kept it to myself that I pretty much don't like to give out spoilers, and I hate it with a passion. So, but the more I talk about it, I'll probably accidentally spoil something. So, but I'll leave it at that. By the end of the movie, there is one particular scene that you guys will be at the edge of your seat about, and you'll definitely know it too. So, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. So, but yeah, Matt Reeves did a really great job of producing it. Now, at first, it was supposed to have been Ben Affleck, but Ben actually opted out, and Matt Reeves took over with production. So, he actually wanted to focus more on the detective side of Batman because not only is he known for being the Dark Knight or the Dark Avenger, but he's also known as the world's greatest detective because he's known for deducing cases and figuring out and solving puzzles, which is one of my other favorite aspects about Batman, is that he solves cases and solves riddles. And so, speaking of riddles, the main villain in this movie is the Riddler. So, but instead of going by his real name of Edward Nygma, he goes by Edward Nashton. So, but that was pretty much the only name change about the Riddler, was just his last name. But the character itself was actually really great. So, Paul Dano did a really great job of portraying the Riddler. As a matter of fact, the entire cast did a really great job of portraying their characters. And of course, we all know that Robert Pattinson from the Twilight series did a really great job, and he's done other movies besides that too, but that's pretty much what catapulted his career, was the Twilight series. And then basically it's ironic how because of course I was gonna say this, like, there's a crossover in the animated series called Batman Meets Dracula. So it's irony that Robert played a vampire in Twilight, a character named Ed played a vampire in Twilight, and now he plays Batman. So that's actually batty. But enough of the puns, though. So Zoe Kravitz plays Selena Kyle, Catwoman. Of course, we all know Zoe is the daughter of musician Lenny Kravitz. And then Andy Serkis plays Alfred Pennyworth, who is the loyal butler and a father figure to Bruce Wayne. Colin Farrell plays the Penguin. Colin did a really great job of portraying Oswald Cobblepot because the makeup and then his persona was on par, just like the Penguin. Because, of course, in this movie, like in the comics, Penguin actually owns a nightclub, so he's pretty much not necessarily a criminal per se. He doesn't actually belong in the Arkham Asylum because the character itself, Penguin, actually comes from a royal family bloodline, so he's more sophisticated in a sense. So he ends up owning a nightclub like in the comics and the animated series. So in the movie, I mean, his character, Colin Farrell, does him justice, let's put it that way. So, and then we also have Jeffrey Wright. Jeffrey plays Commissioner or Lieutenant Jim Gordon in the movie. And of course, we all know that Jeffrey Wright voiced the Watcher in the What If series for Marvel Comics. So it was cool seeing Jeffrey there because Jeffrey's a very articulate voice actor. He's an articulate person in general anyway, so he's one of my favorite actors that I look up to. So he's really awesome. But the movie itself was great. The scenes were just incredible. And then, of course, the scenes actually takes place on Halloween. So on Halloween, Gotham City night, the Riddler leaves different crime sprees and riddles for Batman and the GCPD, the Gotham City Police Department, to figure out his crime wave. So Batman is trying to stop him, and of course it sets place 2 years after Bruce Wayne embraces his role as Batman. So yeah, Batman Year 2. So, and then Matt Reeves will take elements from the comics such as Batman Ego, The Long Halloween, and he also took place from Batman Year 1 as well. So, and then there's other 1970 films that he actually took elements from as well, because again, there's other detective crime movies that he took elements from as well. And so it's basically like if Law and Order, NCIS goes to Gotham City, and it's basically just more grittier. So that's pretty much what the Batman movie is like. It's like when NCIS and Law and Order goes to Gotham City. That's pretty much what that's about. So, but yeah, it's pretty much what you would expect from any Batman movie, because again, it's grittier. The scene is always just full of, you know, chaos, and of course Batman represents the hope in Gotham City, because in a crime infestation environment, somebody has to represent hope. So of course you have the mafia, you have all these crime sprees that takes place, chaos. It's just a lot of elements that are pretty much what you would expect from, you know, all the Batman movies that have pretty much been portrayed over the years. And so actually, from what I've also heard as well, there's actually going to be any spin-offs for the Batman series as well. It's supposed to be a Batman spin-off that takes place. So yeah, and the movie's going to get a sequel as well. So it's definitely going to be a sequel that'll take place in the Batman series as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. But yeah, like I said, The Long Halloween, which is actually one of my favorite comics, I actually got this because I got the exclusive premiere when I went out there tonight. So I got a free comic. So yeah, this is basically just The Long Halloween. The costume that you see here, it's a costume that Robert Pattinson actually wears in the movie. So then there's Catwoman, and then there's the Penguin right here, and then there's the Riddler. So like I said, elements from The Long Halloween you'll see in the Batman. So you'll definitely like that for sure. The music is great too. The music is phenomenal. And then, oh yeah, right here, this really cool art right here, Batman and Catwoman actually meeting up. And then of course Catwoman's wearing her iconic purple outfit. Of course it's gray in the animated series, and of course it's pitch black from Batman Returns. But other than that, this is actually really cool. So, but yeah, but like I said, the movie was great, and then the plot's incredible. It's definitely tying into what you will see in the comics, and it's really great. So, and you see some detective elements from previous Batman movies, but Matt actually wanted to bring out more of the detective side for Batman. And as a matter of fact, a known fact as well, Batman looks up to Sherlock Holmes, and there's a crossover in the comics where Batman actually meets Sherlock Holmes for the first time, and then tells him how he's one of his heroes. So they both will solve crimes together. And I'll do a review on that too for my next video about Batman's meeting with Sherlock Holmes. So, you know, you have two world's greatest detectives in one room. So it's actually pretty awesome. So, but yeah, but this one's really great, and I definitely will recommend you guys seeing it. So yeah, it's coming out this weekend, but like I said, I got the fan exclusive to see it early tonight, so it was actually really awesome. But yeah, that's pretty much my review on it, you know. So like I said, my next video I'm going to do an Easter egg breakdown, and I'm also going to do a spoiler review, because there's so many spoilers to talk about. So I will say this, there's going to be a sequel. It's already been greenlit. So, and like I said, there's going to be a Batman spinoff on HBO Plus. So when I get more information about that, I'll talk about that in my next video as well. So, but yeah, it's great. I'm looking forward to seeing the Rotten Tomato meter coming up. So whenever they do the audience meter, I'll definitely talk about that as well. So, but yeah, great movie, fantastic movie. You know, I love Marvel Comics and DC Comics, so Batman's pretty much up there on my list. So it's really awesome. So, but yeah, guys, that's my take on this so far. So, like I said, my thoughts on this was great movie, definitely worth the wait. And my next video, I'm going to do an Easter egg breakdown, and then I'll do a spoiler review I'll even get new rock stars and talk about that as well. So yeah, but yeah, guys. So anyway, you guys have a great night, and we'll definitely do it again. Keep it cranking. Share this video. Subscribe this video. Keep doing you guys' thing, and then we'll always keep this thing rolling. So, but yeah, like and subscribe. Share the video, and then, you know, hope you guys definitely enjoy the Batman for sure. So, but until then, you guys keep spreading love, be love, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys. See ya.